problem with the NDC for some people is the personality of Rawlings. And I think also the military background or the coming into power through the barrel of the gun and so on.
And 8 of these senior officers, including 3 former heads of state, were executed.
Had this not been done, I have no doubt in my mind that the officer corps would have ended up being eliminated. It's almost as if people's minds had already been tuned up as to what had to be done to satisfy them.
When Flight Lieutenant Rawlings had his first coup in 1979, it was the junior officers revolting against the senior officers and what they saw as their mismanagement and corruption.
We of the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, during our short stay in power, have demonstrated openly that the holding of office in government in this country had in almost all cases been used to plunder the wealth of the nation.
Now, any kind of revolt or uprising comes with its own set of violence.
People really wanted a real change and not going back to the old system where you had politicians in power who naturally became corrupt and mismanaged things. So they wanted somebody who could really then address the issues and kind of solve our problems. And somebody who would roll up his sleeves and really get the business done. So that's how Rawlings emerged then. And over the years became the dominant personality in our politics.
Since 1992, we have had successful democratic elections. And I think that in that regard, Rawlings' legacy is that he set the foundation on which the rest of us today are building.
Rawlings was still very popular and so on. But then his term of office ran out in 2000. And they had to pick his vice then, who was Vice President Atta Mills, as the presidential candidate for the ruling party.
Sorry. Could you please arrange that cup? It's out of order.
It's your coffee.
I know. It shouldn't be out of order. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
On behalf of President Rawlings, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, and we look forward to sharing our views of the terrain and the atmosphere in Ghana as we approach elections in December.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Your country, the trailblazer in West Africa on democratization, is going through its electoral process. We can learn from the Ghanaian experience as we are all in the same neighborhood. We are all in the same boat. What happens in Ghana affects all of us, positively as well as negatively. So we are indeed delighted that we can come and have these conversations with you, Mr. President.
Right, sir. Professor Sawyer, you're not new to some of the painful situations we've been through in the past in West Africa. Prof, I am worried because we know that the 2004 election did not have the integrity that it needed. It has created a very unpleasant political atmosphere for all of us. Come and assess things for yourself, because one little mistake, in your assessment, in your report, could undermine the aspirations and the hopes of a population of 20 million Ghanaians.
We just started. It's 7 o'clock and we've started. So it's like, as you see, the people are in the queue. From the first table, you check their list, you present your card, and then if you satisfy that the person's name is in the checklist, we allow the person to go and vote. So that is all. We didn't want to maybe disenfranchise anybody.
Box no with you. Yo. You my friend.
This election is very crucial. So most of the voters or the electorate were at the polling station around 3 a.m. and there were no policemen there at that time. So it created some confusion. But as of now, voting is going on smoothly there.
No problem, sir.
Okay. No problem, sir. No, sir.
I want people to look at my children and my children not to feel that being African is something to be ashamed of, because Africa is always looked at as a basket case. And more importantly, I want the Western world to come and learn from what we have in Africa, because I think that we have a lot of wonderful things here that are overlooked because we are considered to be poor and backward and unstable. And to show that as a community, we respect, we learn, we grow together.
That's me, sleeping on duty. Wake up, my friend. Get up. Sir. The next station. Let's go.
Whether it's true or false, and I appreciate that, we should not be making false allegations. However, I'm saying that this is their tendency. Otherwise, how do some African heads have billions, millions of pounds in what you call it, foreign accounts, and you want to ask me for the evidence of their thieving? Yes. Yeah, God bless you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Nothing, makes me sadder than when I can hear a nation like America, because having emerged as the only unipolar superpower. You are obliged to provide leadership, not at the expense of morality. When you undermine it, what you in effect end up doing is that you're setting in motion for other countries, for despots to grow, for despots in third world countries to kill with impunity because they don't have to bring people to justice anymore.
We are coming back. We are coming back.
Sorry. So what you in effect end up doing is that you are undermining the culture of democracy. You undermine the culture of democracy. Hello.
We love you. Irish, we love you. We are coming to occupy back.
And you know something? If America's first taste of terrorism was on September 11th, I want to tell them, and they know it, and I've been saying it, we in Africa, we've had inflicted on us terrorist regimes for decades. Before the Cold War, during the Cold War, and we thought things would improve after the demise of the bipolar world. Instead, it's gotten worse. We thought that maybe we will now see the human face of capitalism. Do you know what Pope John Paul the late described it? The savagery of capitalism. Let's talk about this subject a little bit more. I'm sorry, am I making sense? Absolutely. I hope so.
Well, from what we've heard from various points, things seem to be going quite well, except that some areas are late. But mind you, this is not the point in time when the rogues put their actions into motion.
What time did you come here?
4 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
No. Morning time.
You came 4 o'clock in the morning?
10 hours. It's a long time. We came here around 6 a.m.
We don't have enough police stations, so you want to leave go outside.
So should we go?
See.
Last 4 years we faced the same problem. So we thought our leaders over here can, see something and then correct that mistake. But nothing has gone on. We are still here this year too. We are facing the same problem. All of us can take part in this election. We love our mother Ghana, so we want everybody to take part in this election.
We have all the people in the queue have got to vote. Look, there are no lights. And last time that's what happened. They voted till about 10, 11. And the others are counting. Then they start seeing the trend, and before you're aware, the whole thing's been twisted. It's terrible.
We got the queue till the last person who is in the queue finishes voting before the poll will close. That's why I asked the military to come. They will give them light, they will protect the queue, and everybody will vote.
A democracy is only as strong or as weak as the participants in the process choose to make it.
We want to see everything with our eyes. We want to see everything. Yes. We don't want anybody to steal.
We count our votes at the polling station, then we give every party agent a copy of the signed results. After that, there's no counting anywhere. The next stage is just aggregation, putting the figures together to determine, the winner.
Leave the boxes and the bags to the assistants and go and declare results at the table. At the moment, the poll has come to an end, so now they are bringing the final results, the declaration results form, to the final collation center.
Now, if I don't get the results, how do we declare?
Come election time, we need about 11,000 officials to man the 21,000 polling stations. How can we vouch for their neutrality? We cannot vouch for their neutrality. We try to recruit them very carefully. And it's because we cannot vouch for the integrity of everybody who works for us that we have tried to build integrity into the system itself. That's the verifiability into the system.
These fax machines are the machines that we are going to use to receive the results from all the regions. And these chairs you see here is going to be filled by all party agents to come and be here with us. And as the results come and we receive it from here, we show it around to them for them to see before it is sent to the chairman for him to also see and affirm his signature, then it's released to the public. So that is basically what we are going to do in this room.
Saboba, haven't you received results for Saboba? Saboba is here. Yeah, we did. Okay, there's even a third one here.
You have to be strong to be in there, especially when you're waiting for election results and you don't know what your fate is. You have to have that strength.
Come now, move your body. Come now, you move first. Let me go and see you, Tony, first.
There are too many people here from the NDC.
Hold on. Come now doesn't want me to enter the room.
Our candidate Nanado is in the lead with close to 50%.
That is a lie. He has no evidence of what he's saying. What is that?
Very unprofessional. Someone granting an interview.
And I'm saying it's a lie. The only person who can tell us that is the Electoral Commission. He can wish for over 50, but he cannot say he's moving towards it. That's wishful thinking.
Check the figure.
We have a majority in Parliament. I just believe that, Kobna and I, we're friends. It is the politics that makes it look like we are at each other's throat, but hey, we're friends, we're buddies. We're buddies.
I'm the winner. I'm the Nana Akufo-Addo. It's the winner. Winner.
Yeah.
Central region is 36%. Greater Accra is 26%. This is 35%, 34%.
So these are real figures. Ashanti we are plus 750. Rolla Halfon will be plus at least 60. Central region we are minus. At the end of the day, the story has to be figures talk. Figures don't lie. So figures don't lie. And at the end of the day, people should be calm. Let the Electoral Commission announce the results. Nobody should panic.
Now,
which results are standing?
It's ours.
Okay, why has Bantama taken so long?
Don't believe what you see on television. There's no way MPP is winning. So don't believe that. They are choosing what they want to put on television. Believe me.
Information gathered by our agents puts Professor Mills, our presidential candidate, and the NDC in a comfortable lead, and we are sure of a first round win without any difficulty at all. It is important to state, however, that there are attempts to manipulate the result in favor of the MPP.
Which gives you the indication that you've won and that you are definitely on the path to victory. Can you just take us through the specifics?
I'm not going to go into that now. Thank you very much.
What are you?
Do you have any fears that something might be done to the results, they might be tempered around it?
Madam, this is struggle for power. And people don't simply let power go.
Where are those figures coming from? Thank you very much. Maybe you can stop.
NDC believes that it has won the elections. Of course, the ruling New Patriotic Party has described the position taken by the opposition National Democratic Congress as irresponsible and, if you like, a position that could possibly turn Ghana into the likes of Kenya, Zimbabwe, and all the bad examples that you can speak of as far as the elections are concerned on the African continent. Shamima.
The NDC says we have won. The MPP says we have won. For the past 5 hours or so, it's been back and forth from the two leading political parties.
Our evidence is sitting right.
We don't hear that.
We're only trying to figure out what exactly we need to get across to the people out there. That's what we are doing.
Yes, we are here to obviously manage and calm tensions, and we want the country to be stable.
Trying to get 50% plus 1, which is what we need to win, and it's so close now. So that's what we're projecting now.
You want to release some of the results to us? Okay. Parliamentary 4, and then MPP.
The opposition said they have won, the incumbent says they have won, so we don't know what is going on. Come out, the Electoral Commission, come out and tell us something, that's all.
The December 7 presidential and parliamentary elections have so far been conducted in an open, transparent and competitive environment. I would like, on behalf of all our mission members, to urge the political parties and the people of Ghana to remain calm over the next few days and allow enough space for the Electoral Commission in order to produce the final results within reasonable time. We can help, we can give ideas, we can support processes, we can tell them where we think they're going wrong, but really the responsibility is for the authorities here.
The Electoral Commission wishes to remind all Ghanaians that it is the only body
in the country authorized by law to conduct public elections and declare their results.
On the basis of percentages, it will not make the 50% plus 1. Okay, Prof. Okay. Thank you very much. Because nobody can get a 50%, and we shouldn't waste our time.
We can get 50%.
You?
Can get 50%.
Where are you going to get it
We are
from?
going to get 50 plus 1 vote.
Oh, please, come now. Don't let's waste our time. Yeah, Cokes.
Hello?
Yeah, thanks.
The chairman of the Electoral Commission, Dr. Kujo Afarijan.